Hello everyone, welcome to Math Lala. Hope so you all have watched my previous videos. This is my fourth video on converting decimal to fractions as well as fractions to decimals. So please stay tuned for even further videos. Hope so you all have watched the concepts of fractions. The links were also being shared in the previous videos. So let's get started. So when I say decimal means what? If suppose I write 2.3, so it is a decimal number. If you see any point in between the number or maybe after the number or before the number, it means that it is a decimal number. Suppose I give you 0.3. This is also a decimal number. And we know what does fraction mean. Fraction means where you have a numerator as well as denominator. Okay, let's move ahead. So when I say converting decimal to fractions, so I explained you what is decimal and fractions. If you still didn't follow, you can just see the videos a few seconds ahead again, replay the video. I think you all will be cleared. So when we are converting decimal to fractions, let's say convert 0.2. Now, when I want to convert it into fractions, you always see after the decimal, there are how many numbers. Now, if you see there is only one number, so you will write 2, that is without decimal, upon 10. Why 10? Because after decimal there is only one number. So denominator will be 10. In if after decimal there are two numbers, so denominator will be 100 and so on. So you reduce this fraction to the lowest form. 2 ones are 2 and 2 fives are 10. So answer is what? 1 upon 5. So we found the answer in fractions. Let's take another example. 2.72. Now here we want to convert it into fractions. So I will remove the decimal first. So I will write 272. Now after the decimal there are how many numbers? 2. So now it will be 100. Now again we will reduce this to the lowest form. Now if you see they are even numbers both of them, so it will go in the table of 2. 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6, 1 gets carried over and 2 sixes are 12 upon 2 fives are 10 and 0. Again 136 and 50 goes in which table? They are even numbers. So it will go in the table of 2. 2 6s are 12, 1 gets carried over, 2 8s are 16. Again 2 2s are 4, 1 gets carried over and 2 5s are 10. 5 doesn't go in the table of 2, so you will take a multiple which is less than 5. So 2 2s are 4, 1 gets carried over. 5 minus 4 is 1. And then 2 5s are 10. Now does 68 and 25 goes in any common table? No. So this is the final answer. Now we will learn about converting decimal. We learned about converting decimal to fractions. Now we will learn converting fractions to decimal. Okay. So now fractions, let's take 2 upon 5. Now here there are two methods. I will first explain you one method. Now you know proper division. So always the denominator goes outside, numerator goes inside. Many of y'all make a mistake of writing 2 outside and 5 inside. No, it's not like that. Denominator is always outside, numerator is always inside. Now does 2 goes in the table of 5? Just think. Yes, no. So what you will do, you will take 5 zeros are 0, and then you will write 2. Now you are exhausted with the number. There are no other numbers after 2. So what you will, if it's a proper number, whole number, so what we can do, we can bring this 0 down and we can put this decimal here. So this becomes 5 fours are 20. So the remainder is 0. So we are done with this sum. So we got the answer as 0.4. So when we convert 2 upon 5 in decimal, it becomes 0.4. Okay, now we will do another example, but we will first do this same example with another method. Okay, now here we have to check whether we can convert the denominator in the multiples of 10. We can convert 5 in the multiples of 10. We can do 5 twos are and into 2. So when you multiply any number in the denominator, you have to do it in the numerator as well. So 2 twos are is 4 upon 10. Now we have to convert this into decimal. So what we used to do when we wanted to remove the decimal, we used to see after the decimal there are how many numbers. Accordingly, we used to write it in the denominator 10, 100, thousands. But here the denominator is what? 10. So you will move the wing from right to left. You will shift the decimal from right to left. Now here there is nothing. So we will move from right to left and put the decimal. So this becomes 0.4. This is another method. This is the first method and this is the second method. We will take one more example. Let's take 6.3. Now 6.3 is what? It is a decimal. But I want to take one example of converting fractions into decimals. So let's take 3 upon 4. So what did I say? Denominator goes outside, numerator goes inside. Now does 3 goes in the table of 4? No. So what did I say? You can add zero point 0 after the whole number. The number doesn't change. So again over here 4 zeros are 0 because 3 doesn't go in the table of 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. So you take this 0 down. So you will add a decimal here. Okay. Then 4 sevens are 28. Then 30 minus 28 is what? 2. Again you can add 0. So 4 fives are 20. That is again remainder 0. So what is the answer? 3 upon 4 is equals to 0.75. We can try with another method also. If suppose I have 3 upon 4, so you make the denominator in the multiples of 10. So you can see 4. So what can I do over here? I can multiply by 25 in the numerator as well as denominator. So 3 into 25 is 75 upon 100. Now denominator, how many zeros? 2. So how many wings? 2. From right to left. So that becomes 0.75. So you can use any one method. Now sometimes you might get some number, like for an example, the denominator may not be, you may not be able to convert it into multiples of 10. So like for an example 2 upon 3. You cannot convert 3 in the multiples of 10 by multiplying any number. So you can use the first method itself. I think that is more easier. Okay, so here we end the lecture. Hope so you all followed this video. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe my video, and stay tuned for the future next videos. Thank you.